front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
That's good.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9. Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And the Browns first down.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Carried by the wide receiver.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry.
Touchdown.
Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
The score, Browns 7, Steelers 0. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
They should have put a stamp on me in the
Picked
locker room.
off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there.
Chubb, the
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Steelers.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for David Njoku.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mayfield with it once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
23-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z. and see if
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Now third down.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
31-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Oh, for a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A gain of 2.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Sheldon Richardson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield off the play fake. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. First down, Mayfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
23 yards, the final tally.
32-yard line.
Roethlisberger will throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
No spacing. We got 25 to the mic. Hey, alert. 25 to the mic. We got 25 to the mic.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, the second down throw on target. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Roethlisberger's
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And it's 3rd and 5.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
4-yard line.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Browns first down.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Nick Chubb.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's got his man. That's Landry.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield on first down. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And this one through the uprights and good.
Score Browns 31. Steelers nothing.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Scotty Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Steelers, nothing. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Oh, it stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Cody Parkey on for the field goal.
The kick by Parkey is good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
41.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
To carry on Johnson.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 30.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
A run for Nick Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Browns ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
65, 65, 65. Mike, 55.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 29. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They run. Chubb. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I got it.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
King. 55. I got one. Hurry.
Mayfield now. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Ben to throw again. Flushed out right. Short little throw to Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Browns.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Let's go.
Stepping up, he now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and this is picked up by the Browns. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Cleveland.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their